What's up, guys? Welcome back. Patreon request, Dragon Ball Patreon request today. So, Battle Damage Goku versus Piccolo Jr. So, like Team Goku versus Piccolo Jr. So, requested by Paul. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, and we go too fast. So, we're going to start with Goku down here. It's that classic punch in the stomach that he does. I thought this was cool. I didn't know, Paul didn't specify if he wanted like just two characters coming towards one another. So, I hope this is okay, Paul. It's a pretty cool image anyway. So we start with Goku down here, and it's kind of his head is like turned at an angle, right? So I'll probably zoom in down here for you. So we got that frown, sort of that Dragon Ball characters have in the middle of their head first, right? So we go this sort of W shape, right? So then his eyebrows come out from there, curving up, around and down the back, right? So different kind of eyebrow shape. And then we go square end, and then we'll bring it back down to there. And then we go the same thing on the other side. So up, down, square end, and we bring it back down towards the front. Go skinny down here. And then you can color those black. Okay, like that. Right, so then classic old Goku eyes, right? So you go just down, curve it down that way, and then in. Same thing on this side, curve down, and then in. You don't go the whole way, right? You just go to about there, and then you draw in his eyes. Right, circle. And they're just black. And then you could have some frown lines. Right, and then so his nose, so just sort of left to center, right? We got this sort of hook like that, and then they always draw in the shadow just there. And then his mouth, so he's open mouth screaming. So we go up, down the corners, down the sides, bring it around the bottom to there. And then teeth. So coming across top teeth first, bottom teeth and tongue. You can just see the back of his molars just here. And then his chin, just below the mouth, square chin, just there. And then this will go up the side, like so, towards his jaw, like that, and then up the side of his face. Like so. Right, so we add some cheek marks, typical Dragon Ball, like that. Maybe some extra sort of wrinkles just on his face here, around his mouth. And like some stretch marks, it looks like around his eyes as well. And then like some scratches. Right, so ears. So he's got his sideburns are just like V's just here. Can't really see the sideburn on this side, but we got a V here. Big ear in Dragon Ball, right? Really big in this. This one we got like a hair spike here. Two of them. And the ear will come out from there. that. Like so. And then hair spikes, right? So not sort of, it's old school sort of hair spikes. Right, so it's nearly like normal kind of anime hair. It's not like the Dragon Ball hair we're used to drawing. Sort of single strands of hair. Like that. So then, rest of his hair coming out from behind his head. Again, real sort of standard sort of curving hair spikes. Like a little curve there, and then more. Like so. Nice, and then there. Single strands again, all coming off like that. Every now and then. Okay, so anatomy then for his body, right? So center line for his chest is sort of just under his jaw. All right, so we'll go like here. All right, and then his chest muscles go out from underneath that to there. Right, chest muscle. You have like muscle fibers and stuff, nipple. Like so. And then, so like collarbone sort of here, so it goes up like that, like a neck muscle there. Can't really see it on the other side, you can just see like muscle fiber lines. Right, so then his sort of rib cage comes down here, the other side, down this way, and it comes across for his waistband. It's kind of ripped and torn. We have his like tied waistband here with strings sort of coming down this way, and then his leg sort of goes off this way down there. So we got abs, two curved lines under there. And this is like his diaphragm and, you know, ribs and stuff. And again, you can have like lots of scratches and stuff on him, on his skin. Dark marks and scratches and blood and everything. So we got one hand here, another one throwing a fist up into Piccolo's stomach. So his shoulder is like real high up, right? Like that, right? And you'll have some muscle fiber lines there, and then a bicep sticking out here, and then his forearm up to his wrist, elbow up to the wrist there. Forearm muscle line and wrist line. So his hands then here, right? So hands are always difficult, right? So take your time. So we go bottom sort of shape for the hand first, for like the palm of the hand, this sort of two curved lines, two bumps. And then, so his thumb, so he's doing this kind of thing. So the thumb curls over just here. And this comes up to his finger. What way does this go now? Okay, so fingers kind of curling over, so it goes around. Simple enough in this older anime style. Just like that, right? And then it goes, curves around that way. There. That, right? And that joins the hand just there then. So in some like lines just on the palm of his hand. Bottoms of his fingers just there, and then fingernails. Like so. Knuckle lines. There's much more detail on that hand as you want now. Yeah, maybe some scratches as well. Okay, so his other arm. So shoulder comes out from behind his hair. Let's say up here, right? So shoulder muscle. Bicep going that way. Tricep comes out from, say, here down to his elbow, and then the forearm goes up, disappears. We don't have to draw another hand, thank God. Disappears up into Piccolo's stomach, right? That's his bicep there, like a forearm line that way. We can just see some wrist, some more sort of scratches and things. We'll just join this up into here. Okay, so his hand is disappearing into Piccolo's stomach, right? And to draw that, you just do these sorts of curving lines, like his stomach has been caved in, right? So like that, okay? And so Piccolo's head is up here, and like his body down this way. So what to do first? I guess we do his head, shoulder. Well, we get, okay, so his waistband is here, right? So we can do this kind of like spiking sort of, his trousers is kind of ripped, you know, his, it kind of comes across this way. So this is like his waistband, right? So it has all those lines that come across. And then his pants is here. The front of his leg goes out from here. Okay. There's a big hand there. Okay, so we'll try and get Piccolo's sort of head in the right place. So it's just up here. His mouth is like really wide open, so I guess it's easiest to start with that. So we'll go this way. It's just above Goku's shoulder here. And then you go diagonal for his bottom lip. And then his top lip goes this way. Right, so that's his mouth, right? So in there then we have teeth. Like, so those like big fangs. You go sort of around the back again. And then fangs on the bottom. And his tongue sort of sticking out here. And his bottom lip. And his chin goes in behind Goku's shoulder. And then neck then sticks down here. And then looks like his jaw will go that way. And then we've got like his cheek and sort of mouth lines there. There's like blood or spit or something coming out this way. Right, so then top lip just goes up here, meets his nose, which is real sort of pointy here. All right, and then his eye. So his eye is like here, right? That's real sort of angled. And his pupil just here. It's white and stuff, but we got like some veins and stuff in the eye, right? And these would be done with color or pink if you wanted. And then some like stretch lines around his face. Right, so then his brow. Oh, excuse me. Couldn't hold it. It just comes across, down the back, and the top of his head, around this way, like so, right, and then his ear, real pointy in there. Earlobe there. The inside of it goes down there. His skin joins his head. Right. And then of course his antennae. So one goes out there. Next one goes out here. And he's got like veins all sticking up on his head and stuff. And like the back of his neck goes this way, joins his shoulder. And then neck muscles going down sort of from his jaw down that way. Like a vein on his neck. All right, and then so his collarbone sort of joins his shoulder here. And then his shoulder comes down this way. And he's got that red, those red lines around his shoulder, okay? So this becomes his bicep then. And his forearm and big hand is here. But the shoulder on top goes around like this. And then we meet his thumb there. So I guess we got to get this big hand in, okay? So the forearm, so like come down here and meet an elbow like that, and then go around to there, right? And then his little finger comes in here. So what can we see of that? Not much. Okay, so we got to get this big hand in before we add all the details. So like, can we see his back? His back kind of comes out here somewhere, maybe. Stomach, shoulder, okay. So hand. So big thumb, okay? So his hand is like outstretched, big thumb here. And then we have a big claw. The thumb goes around like that, right? And the bottom of the hand is just here. So you got this big sort of W kind of shaped thing. And so that's like the palm of the hand, the bottom of it, like Goku's here. and there's his thumb. And so you'll have like some wrinkles and stuff. Okay, and then skin for the side of the index finger goes up here. And then we meet another, so he's got these big sharp nails, right? And they just go off my page there. And then this goes out and down that way. And then side of the finger, and then that goes up. And then the next finger. So we got another sort of big claw here. And this goes around that way. And the next claw here. And this finger goes off up that way. It should come down in here somewhere. Right, and then this finger goes off up there. Then the little finger, so the little finger claws here. And then we have some bumps coming out that way. And then this one comes that way. Then like a skin line or something on there. And then we got some lines like on the palm of his hand. Some texture on the nails because we're that sort of close up to them, like so. Okay, so that's his hand, so that's difficult enough because it's so big, right? So then his red lines that he has on his skin, you know, so those things that Piccolo have there. And then another one that goes down this way. Right, and then these lines curve across the pink part of his flesh there, and then these ones go this way. So then we have a red line coming up his bicep as well. It goes around there, and then down to there. There's another red line along his shoulder here. Like that. And these have all the lines, texture lines on them as well. Like skin lines, you know. Going up his green skin here. Right, and then his chest has a red line going around it. There. Right, and then so his stomach has a pink line as well, or a red line, and pink skin, right? So this is like the red line. Looks like a red line there. then there's all skin lines coming around here as well. Like so. And then on Piccolo, scratch marks, battle damage as much as you want. Okay, so I'd say the hardest part is probably that big hand. So, because it's tricky and it's all foreshortened, so it's massive, right? Anyway, there you go. Teen Goku versus Piccolo Jr. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.